Hello world. My name is Sam the Dingus out here, and it is beautiful. This is my front porch. Yes, it's a porch, not a balcony. I always used to get those terminologies switched. Well, I just wanted to do this video outside for one, because it's beautiful and I love being outside, given any circumstances. And two, because I want to make sure I stay used to talking around people. I don't really have many friends these days, and I have no issue with that, but I want to make sure that I'm still open where it counts. Anyway, just wanted to make a little talky video, use my voice in a different way real quick, and just do some old-fashioned rambling. What do you say? Now I'm here, I can work on expanding my channel again. I won't stop doing freestyles, but gosh, I can do a lot of other things. So, the title of this video is not misleading: How to Heal. Well, I got some notes here to help me, but mostly this is freeballed, so stick with me. How to heal. Well, to heal implies damage to some degree, so I would say the first step in healing is to realize that there is an issue. That's what they would say on your first day of AA or anything like that. You have to figure out what it is that hurts. What is hurting you? And why does it make you feel that way? These are important things to identify. That doesn't necessarily clear it up, but when you can see your enemy, you can work with it. If you just feel like shit and you're just stuck in the dumps and you're not looking for it, you're just going to keep feeling like shit, not knowing why, and that doesn't lead to any productive growth. So, patience. That's the first thing on my list. Patience is everything. It's the greatest life skill or virtue you can acquire. The ability to wait while also not waiting too long, missing your opportunities, is essential. Time changes things. Time changes the seasons. If you're too cold, just wait a couple months. And I know there's ways that are shorthand to that, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. What seems like it really matters now might not matter a lot later, That's especially true if you go back on your own life. Think about, high school or something. It really wouldn't have mattered if I had failed 10th grade history, but I didn't, These kinds of things. So if I had been upset about that, I'm glad I'm not upset about school, because I didn't do well. But time changes things, so you have to be able to trust that time can heal you if you get time to work in your favor. Time is a gift and a curse. I won't even go into the depth of time, but for what we know it as, it's good when it works in your favor, and it's bad when it doesn't. So you want to make sure that time grows you, not prolongs your suffering. And let go. That's the next anecdote or blurb, I guess. The things that you hold on to hurt. It's true if it's a rose or something hot, I guess, but that's just literal metaphors. And all I mean by that is if you're holding on to something that doesn't exist, is no longer real, or is causing you pain, then it's your own active interest that gets you hurt. We'll just talk about love, You can't move on until you do. You can't truly find love until you let go of what you had. You can't become a new person if you're holding on to this past image of yourself. The only way to grow sometimes is to shed your skin. So, hold on to what's most important, but know that everything in this reality is changing in free form. And I wouldn't get too caught up in what you believe, because, like I said, anything can happen out here. Everything seems normal, but it's a pretty crazy world we got here. You wanna feel love as a response to the world, not anxiety or anything like that. So be able to wait and be able to release control, release the need to have something, in a sense. We are often a victim of our own creation as humans. You don't know exactly what you're getting when you make things, and humankind's greed is going to build it to do amazing things with the world. Our technology will become something spectacular, and surely it will come back around to bite us. That's just the story of human nature. This is something I was thinking about at a concert yesterday, is that human nature is not to be greedy, but the nature of greed is very corruptive and consistent with how it works. So, human nature is not to be greedy. I think humans are inclined to be good, maybe selfish, but your actions have unintended effects, I suppose. And it all goes back to letting go, I think. Live with what you do. That's really the main thing, and that's getting to the next three things. I'll read them out real quick. You chose it, you can't do wrong, and you can choose better. Now I'll elaborate on this. The way I see it is, everything on Earth happens exactly the way it was meant to, and I'm not saying we're locked into destiny per se, like all our actions are predetermined, although you could write it that way and it would make just as much sense, but I don't think it's a very empowering mindset, so I won't go there. But what I mean is that everything that is allowed to happen can and should happen. And if you feel a certain way about the way things are happening, then you have the power to choose better. In my opinion, you can't do wrong, but if you feel something that hurts or something that feels wrong or out of place, just remember that you did choose it to be that way. And if this choice is no longer helping you, then you simply have to choose differently. If you're running into circles, break the pattern. Be someone new. Be brand new. You can reset your whole psyche, mentality. You can become any person you want to be. So strive for the most beautiful version of yourself. More than anything, line up your beliefs and your actions such that you do believe in everything you do. You can stand behind every single choice you make. You don't want to be mindlessly flicking back and forth between things or trying to avoid being seen. Those are the worst kinds of feelings. Guilt, I guess, is what that leads to. So guilt and regret come hand in hand. So don't be afraid to choose different, to choose better, to choose the hard path. A lot of times that's where the most growth leads, down the road that you've never seen. When you open up a new realm of possibilities, then the entire world reshapes in a sense. So be fearless, and just when you step, make sure you want your foot there and stand strong. Supplement your own life with your good choices. Last but not least, I want to say be active. Thinking is an essential part of humanity. Our ability to reflect was helpful, very much so, for survival at one time. Remembering where to find things or occurrences that happened. That's how over the years we learned to be afraid of snakes or spiders or bees. I fucking hate bees. And the bees know that it's nice in Tennessee. I've already seen a couple, so. Thinking, however, can only do so much for you. If you're thinking, then you will eventually turn a circle where you realize that you're now only going off of memory, which is not even necessarily true. If the next second is completely new, why base all of reality off of what did happen before? So constantly give new input, positive input to your life. Do something. It's easy as hell to watch TV and eat cake and chips, and even if you were eating healthy food and watching TV, it's that mindfulness about what you're doing that'll get you the clarity you need to be happy. I want to use a Star Wars metaphor if I can pick it out properly here. Light side versus dark side. If you don't know Star Wars, you might get lost, but I think I can bridge it for all you. The dark side, in a sense, uses the Force as a force. They manipulate it for destructive power and selfish use, and self-growth in terms of darker, I guess, evil emotions. These things aren't evil, anger, rage, greed, but they're pretty corruptive and consistent, as I said. So the dark path is overblown most of the time, and people get consumed by their greed. While the light side is pure in a sense, and it's good, it also is lacking because it doesn't allow Oh, there's a fucking wasp. I gotta go. Oh, fuck that. Fuck Tennessee, I'm out of here. The light side, it doesn't account for human nature and human desire. And in a sense, if you follow the Jedi path, it does bring you peace, but peace is not necessarily the goal. Maybe, I would say peace, not comfort, is what you want. So a true Force master, not Jedi or Sith master, good or bad master, knows how to use both sides of the Force accordingly. But it all came back from this one thought that the dark side manipulates the Force in a way, but the Jedi senses allow you to have awareness, to have the ability to listen and sense things, and that can be more helpful than the power to actually do things yourself. So stay sharp and stay loved, you know, just one thing a day, you know, to bring a smile to your face or someone else's. Do something outside today, just for me. Thank you for stopping in. I hope to do more videos like this. It is beautiful out here in Tennessee. You'll be seeing some more of me. Sam the Dingus out.